Once again, we're staying in the modifying objects.dwg file, and we're going to have a look now at the offset and mirror commands. And what we're going to do is we're going to jump to that reception area view that we had before. So you'll notice that the drawing has been zoomed to its extents again. I'm going to go to the view drop down here in the drawing area, custom model views, and I'm going to go to reception here on the custom model views in the drawing like so. Now, this office here that I want to have a look at, so I might just want to pan and zoom in even closer perhaps, but it just gets me close to that area on the drawing if I use the named views. It's a little bit quicker. Now, you'll notice that we've got a single line representing the internal wall at the moment, and what we're going to do, we're going to use that as a center line, and we're going to utilize it so that we can offset either side to give the wall some thickness. So let's do that first. We're going to go over here to the Modify panel, and the Offset command is right here. So if I select Offset now and come into the drawing area, AutoCAD prompts me for a distance I want to offset through. In this case, it's going to be 70 millimeters, which is half of the wall thickness. I want the total internal wall thickness to be 140 millimeters. And you'll see how that works in a moment. So let's put 70 in there like so, and press Enter. Now, the object that I want to offset is this single line here. So I click on it, I move to the left of it, and you'll notice that AutoCAD highlights the original object, and the yellow line there is the offsetted line from the original line. So if I click, I've now created a line to the left of the original line. So if I go for the right-hand line, which was the original line, I'm still in the Offset command, and I move to the right now and click again. I've offset 70 either side of the original line, and I now press Enter to finish. So that leaves the original line in the middle, which I don't need. So I can select that one, make sure you don't click on the wrong one, perhaps zoom in a bit closer, hit Escape to deselect, and then select that one there. That's the one that needs to be deleted, the central one. Now, if I just zoom and pan a little, you'll notice that my desk is now residing quite happily in the middle of my internal wall. Now, all we've got to do there is do a little crossing selection, click, drag, and across like that. So that selects everything, and I need to move an exact distance. If you zoom in real close on that left-hand edge of the desk, the base point you're going to use is going to be the midpoint snap on the desk. So what we need to do is make sure that we go to the Move command here, or I can right-click and select Move on the shortcut menu. That's the base point, the midpoint snap there, and I just drag horizontally, and if you've got Object Snap Tracking on, it will find the intersection with the right-hand edge of the wall. And as you can see, that now moves nice and neatly, and it sits nicely against the new internal wall that you've created. Now, that's the Offset command covered. What we need is also an internal wall over here in this office. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to mirror this wall I've created over here. So I select the two lines like so. Now, the mirror command is not on the shortcut menu, but the trick is AutoCAD by default is set to noun verb selection. Noun being an object, verb being a doing word, which means you can select the object first and then the command. So I've selected the two lines that represent the wall. I go up to the Modify panel on the Home tab on the ribbon. There's the mirror command. I select mirror like so. Now, my mirror line is going to be that red grid line where the door is. So the trick is now pick a point on the grid line. So I'm going to go there, perhaps a midpoint, or you might want to pick an intersection, let's say. Anywhere along that grid line, that vertical grid line will work. You could perhaps go for the intersection of the two grids there. And then drag vertically downwards, making sure that your polar tracking kicks in and you're not going off at an angle, because otherwise your wall is going to do something weird like that. So come down this way. There's actually a midpoint snap there, which is perfect. And I just left click again for the second point of the mirror line. Then AutoCAD will prompt me, notice at the bottom of the screen there, do I want to erase the source objects? In this case, no, I don't. And the default is normally no. So I'm going to select no there, and you can see I've now got a wall over here as well. So I've mirrored that about that grid line there. So that's how you would utilize your offset and your mirror to obviously add more elements to your AutoCAD drawing.